Leicester City have surprised us all by how terrible they are. They're 20th place in the Premier League right now and have a grand total of 0 wins. What happened to Leicester, bro? I thought they were going to make it to Europe this season. Now, the downfall of Leicester City this season started off with the game against Brentford. They ended up drawing the game 2-2, and it's the best result for Leicester City all season, bro. However, it's important to note that Leicester City blew a 2-0 lead. They let Ivan Toney score his first goal this season in the 62nd minute, and then they conceded a late equalizer to Josh Da Silva in the 84th minute. Blowing a 2-0 lead in a game this early in the season showed me that Leicester City do not have what it takes this season. This just isn't typical of them. Now, the next game was against Arsenal, and I'm not gonna lie, I feel like all of us thought that Leicester City were gonna lose this game. It's just that we did not expect Leicester City to concede 4 goals in one game and letting Gabriel Jesus drop a masterclass against them, getting 2 goals and 2 assists. For me, the only bright spot of this game was James Maddison, who got the goal for Leicester City, but still, it wasn't enough. And I was extremely disappointed with Fofana's performance, but he dipped to Chelsea now. He doesn't even care about Leicester City no more. Anyways, the next game of the season for Leicester City was against Southampton, and this game showed clear signs that Leicester City were going to have a relegation battle this season. James Maddison, the bright spark in the last game, got another goal, and it seems like he's doing the best to put Leicester City on his back, but it wasn't enough because Leicester City blew another lead. They let Che Adams score a double against them, and they even let him score a late goal to make sure Southampton got the win instead. Like I said, this game showed me that Leicester City were not going to be good at all this season. Oh, but guess what? The pain does not end for Leicester City just yet. This is because they ended up losing to Chelsea 2-1 in the next game. Usually it's understandable because Chelsea usually are a good team in the Premier League. Not this season, however. So far for Chelsea, they only got 3 wins out of 6 games and their goal difference is -1. And for the majority of the game, Chelsea played a man down because Conor Gallagher got a red card early in the game. This was Leicester's game for the taking. They should have at least grabbed 1 point from this game. Instead, they got 0 points again. Then Leicester go on to face Manchester United, and we all knew they were going to lose that game anyways. Man United got off to an extremely rocky start to the Premier League season, especially getting battered by Brentford 4-0. However, that 2-1 win over Liverpool, my club sadly, turned the season around for Manchester United, and now they have 4 wins in a row. And obviously, one of those wins was against Leicester City. The game was actually done early thanks to Jadon Sancho getting the solo goal of the game, and after that, it really felt like there was no chance for Leicester to get back into the game. If you've watched Leicester this season like I have, you would know that whenever they concede a goal, it seems like there's no spark for the team and they just seem like giving up. But anyways, y'all thought Leicester City were bad so far? Bro, against Brighton, they were terrible. Iheanacho actually started off the game with the goal in the first minute, and I thought maybe, just maybe, this could be Leicester's game. But nope, I could not be more wrong. Instead, they got spanked 5-2. What happened to Leicester this game was just straight up abuse, especially by Mac Allister. That goal was nasty. In my opinion, Mac Allister is actually one of the most informed players in the Premier League right now. He's been balling out. Let's stick to Leicester City though, because that's what the video is about. Next, it was time for Leicester City to take on Aston Villa. However, the death of Queen Elizabeth arrived, and rest in peace to her obviously, but that postponed a lot of the Premier League games, and this means that game was postponed. To be honest though, Leicester City would have still lost this game. I could probably bet a lot of money on that. But now let's move on to the following week where Leicester City took on Tottenham. Now we all know that Brighton just spanked Leicester City 5-2. Well, it seemed like Tottenham wanted to one-up Brighton, and they decided to beat Leicester City 6-2. What's next, bro? Is Nottingham Forest gonna beat Leicester City 7-2 or something? Obviously, I'm just joking, but let's go back to the game, bro. Leicester City blew another lead. Tielemans got a penalty early and buried it, but it did not take long for Harry Kane to equalize and then start the goal pouring against his former club. Leicester even let Heung, a player who is lacking confidence and hasn't scored in the first 6 games in the Premier League, score a hat-trick against them in only 13 minutes. How did they let on the player who started on the bench score a hat-trick against them, bro? Unbelievable. Now it seems like Heung is back into form, and thanks to Leicester City's lackluster defense, he's gonna start tearing up the league. Thanks, Leicester City, you screwed up for all of us. To be fair though, a couple of Son's goals against Leicester City were pretty much unsavable, so this Danny Ward slander is a little bit out of pocket, but he's low-key still a trash goalkeeper. Anyways, that's a perfect transition to the question. Why is Leicester City playing so bad? And why is Danny Ward in the net, bro? What happened to Schmeichel? Well, the reason for all of this is because Leicester City have done absolutely nothing in the transfer market. They let key players go without replacing them. They let their captain, Kasper Schmeichel, go to OGC Nice on a free without replacing him properly. Danny Ward is not a good replacement. And they let their most talented defender, Wesley Fofana, leave to Chelsea for 80 million euros. And did Leicester reinvest that 80 million into their squad? No, they did not. I'm actually somehow surprised that they kept James Maddison, bro. If I was him, I would have dipped this summer. But it is what it is. Anyways, the formula is clear. If you sell players, you have to buy players to replace them. Leicester City did an extremely poor job at that. And now they're being punished by having 1 point in 7 games while having a -12 goal difference. They're in serious threat of relegation. I'm also still in shock that Brendan Rodgers, as of me recording this, is still in doing the job for Leicester City. He should be sacked in my opinion. Respectfully though. Anyways, let me know your guys' thoughts about Leicester City's threat of relegation this season. Do you guys actually think they're gonna get relegated? Let me know in the comments. Real quick though, remember to subscribe to the channel and remember to hit the notification bell so you'll be notified whenever I drop an absolute banger video. Also leave a like, let's try reaching 125 likes. And remember to follow my Twitter at Nabhuto. I'd really appreciate that. Also, thank you guys so much for 10,000 subscribers. It really means a lot to me. It's a huge milestone and I'm really thankful for it. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching this video and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace!